Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Paul Turner from therealpaulturner.com on a rainy and blowy and windy Monday morning here in the UK. So that said, on with today's video. I'm going to talk about time in your business. Okay, so many people quit a home-based business. And you've seen the saying, you've probably seen the book 3 Feet from Gold, and you've seen the saying a lot of people quit just before they're about to make it. I kind of always believed it, but I also thought it's a bit hypey. Okay, but here is what it is. If I speak to somebody cold, never spoke to them before, to build some kind of rapport with them, if I'm speaking to them in person, it's probably going to take 5 to 12 to 20 conversations for them to really get to know you. Okay. And know, like, trust you, just trust you even, it's probably going to take time. So when you say to them, hey, have you seen this? They're going to go, well, what is it? Send me the info. Sure, I'll take a look. Okay. Now, I want you to think about this. Okay, when I used to sell computers many years ago, and used to have to wear a bright red shirt, it was horrible, but I used to sell computers many years ago. The average price of a computer back then would be around about £1,500, and then we would try and sell the extended warranties on top as well, which would take up sometimes as much as £2,000 for a computer. Now it seems crazy now, yeah. $1,500 is probably around about £1,500 is probably around about sort of $2,000 at the minute, maybe a little bit more. So people would come in and, we'd do our bit and we'd explain the computer and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of times people wouldn't buy there and then. Okay. And it's easy to fall into the trap of going, oh, why don't they buy? Somebody else not buying, And our manager said to us one day, he said, I used to be like that, guys, but just think about it. It's £1,500. It's quite a big purchase. It's quite a big deal for a lot of families, for a lot of people. Spending that amount of money is not something you spend lightly. And he asked me a question. He said, Paul, when did you last go and spend £1,500 without thinking about it? And I thought, do you know what? It's got a point. And if I was buying a computer, I'd look at reviews. I'd want to sort of see how they were going. I've not upgraded to Windows 10 yet. Why? Because people are like, you've not upgraded yet? Because I'm quite a geeky sort of guy. I thought, no, I'll wait till they get rid of some of the bugs. Quite often what happens is they release it, and then later on there'll be an update to get rid of all the bugs that have been reported. Because it's one thing to test it with, however many thousand people, but it's another thing when you launch it to millions of people, So I will get Windows 10, but I'm waiting to see what happens. Now, spending £1,500 back in the day, today is a lot of money for a lot of people to spend. They don't do it lightly. Thinking about getting involved in a business is still quite a lot, it's a big deal, right? It could be and should be a life-changing event. Okay, so people aren't necessarily going to jump in straight away and go and spend, even like in our case, $35. It's no money, but people will still be, because it's not about the $35. It's about, can I do it? It's about, will I still be respected for doing it? Is it going to take time away from me and my family? And is the reward going to be worth it? Okay. So there's things here. People are going to look before they buy. And quite often people do quit a business when they're just 3 feet from gold. Because all the people that they've been having conversations with that aren't buying are watching. And thinking, well, could I do it? Couldn't I do it? They're watching you to see if you're consistent. Okay, they're watching maybe people in your team. Okay, it's the way it is, guys. So what I want to say really today is give your business time. Okay, especially if you're in something that isn't a lot of money. I mean, $500 really isn't that much money. Okay, a lot of businesses around about that sort of level. Okay, so right, guys, we will see you on the next video, probably tomorrow. If you want to go and check out my blog, I'm going to write a blog post about this today, and that will be on there later on. So if you want to go and check that out, feel free. As ever, thanks for all the shares, the likes, the comments. Really appreciate it. See you on the next one. Cheers.